So welcome back to part 2, and let's get to the part that really screams masterpiece on this guy, and that's the transformation. Now we can keep the Magnus trailer and cab attached, but I'm going to take it off just to show you how things work. It'll just be easier than keeping it there. Again, it's really sturdy, so it doesn't have to come off. But we'll start by folding in these windows, and then we take these smokestacks and you just flip them all the way around like this. And we'll just put that to the side, and we'll attach him when it becomes necessary. So coming down to the trailer here, we'll go ahead and we'll unpeg these pieces here. Be careful to do that, because if you don't, when you try to bend things kind of bump in together. So this definitely needs to come out first. And we can fold this whole piece on up like this. And I just kind of leave it like that, because until we form the legs, there's really not much else to do with this part. So let's go ahead and get to that. We'll unpeg all this stuff here. You can see in holding it, it kind of did. The gun pretty firmly on mine holds into there. We'll take that out, and we kind of have this going on here. So let's actually get to these legs. What we're going to do first is, well, we might as well start with the separating of them. And then once we have that, we'll take this red panel here, and we'll fold this all the way down like so. And we can still just keep these blue panels folded out of the way. I believe you can fold them up, but we'll just to be safe, we won't bother. So we'll come down to these wheels here, and they slide all the way down, and they flip around here, and you can see they reveal a smaller set of you know, fake wheels on this side. Would have been nice if there was some chrome detailing still. We'll see. I'm sure Repro Labels will take care of that. Flip this around, push it back in. Love that little transformation scheme. So we'll take this and we'll fold this on up on both sides here like so. And then we can just bring these panels down. And we do have tabs on each side here to really lock this into place real nice. So now that we've got the lower body done, we'll go ahead and come to the upper part here. And this is a pretty interesting system. So we'll take this and we'll unpeg it, and we'll fold this down. So coming to the arms, we'll unpeg these things. We're going to flip them around. We're going to flip the arm entirely. And one thing I always forget here, and let's find the side we can show you, the actual panel here, that's the outside of the truck, folds up and all the way into that little tab will pop up. So once we've got that and we have this folded, we can now fold this, and it actually like halves the length of the arm, which is pretty cool. We unpeg this little top white cap, and we close that on up. Bring the gun on around here, or the cannon I should say. Plug that into the arm. And we got that pretty well done. We'll come to the hand here. You just split the gauntlet and close it on up to reveal his hand there. Very nice, very cool. So again, let's do this for the other side, and let me try to make it so you guys can see every step as best as possible. So take this around, flip it around, bring it forward like so, bring this up, fold this little panel piece in, and these type of things and the way this arm works, this is just what screams masterpiece to me. So once that's up, fold this down, cap it on off like so, flip this up and flip this around. So now we've got pretty much most of Ultra Magnus done here. What we'll do is we'll take the cab and we'll reattach it in the back, and you can see it just be kind of sitting there flopping around like this. And that's why it's a little bit easier just to remove it. So to actually transform the cab here, what we're going to do, start by opening this panel on up, disconnecting the front here, which will come all the way down like so onto the back. We'll then let this front piece out here, and we can fold the front of, well, what's the back of the truck with the smokestacks down flat against his chest, his abs there, like so. And in doing that, I realized I forgot to bring out the other hand, so let's go ahead and do that too real quick. So there we go. As we come to the top of the robot here again, we got this mess going on. We're going to bring this all the way down like so. And then we want to close up this piece here. And you want to take this piece, which is a little tough to grip, so find a good place and slide it out like this and bring it around to the side on both of these. There we go, like this. So that should pretty nicely fold up like this, and then we can compress in these back pieces like so. Now this piece here will tab into the top of the truck here. So carefully, and I have these pieces on the wheels just because I was showing you, carefully take this and tab it on in, and that's going to make everything sit pretty nicely. Now here's the dreaded butt flap. It really just hangs, but you can bring it up here and it really doesn't hang out too ridiculous that, you know, at least it makes a better silhouette from the front. So once you've got that, all you're pretty much going to do here is fold this in. You've got a couple places where this tabs. This piece will clip to here, and then in the front up here somewhere, yes, this piece goes to that tab up here. So bring this on in on both sides, and I push on the forward end here just to cause the clip, and then I come to the back here and kind of finish that up. Now we'll take these, we can swivel these forward just to bring the arms so they sit properly. To lock everything in the front, we bring this forward and we flip his head around. And there we go. We've got our Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. So let's get Ultra Magnus back to his truck and let's get out of here. We'll start by unpegging this. This side gets stuck a little for me, so I put my hand back here and I use this hand closer to here just so we don't stress anything out of here. The next very important thing to do is to slide this back, because if we don't, this front piece never actually unlocks. So slide it back and flip it around. Now we'll come to the back. We want to pop the sides of the truck out, and they could be a little bit stuck because they do peg into those front wheels. So if they do get stuck, just kind of get in from behind there and just carefully pop the little peg out of the tire there. Once that's there, we can go ahead and flip them down and make the back of the truck. Next, we'll open this on up and we'll bring this up. You have to disconnect it from the crotch there, like so. And you can see by opening that up, we made the space for Ultra Magnus's head, and we kind of get a little bit jammed up here. So at this point, this is where I like to take the gun to Ultra Magnus, and I just kind of slide it through here so I can push this and disconnect the truck. And I'm going to show you why I do that in just a second. So we'll come back here, and we want to bring this down, and this is going to bring us the clearance we need to close the truck. And I'm not sure if that's on camera, so I'll show it one more time, like that. Then we can come back to the front here, and you can even close this up like that if you want, and unfold this and fold it all the way around like so. And you'll see that that's gonna plug into the front of the truck. We can take this, and we can close up the top of the truck. We come around here, and we got the smokestacks. And now we have to get these wheels out. The instructions just tell you to get under there and pop them on out. I don't know. I don't have the nails enough to really get it. Well, that time it did work. It hasn't worked before because I guess maybe the plastic's a little less tight. If you're having trouble, the reason I say take the truck off, well, you wouldn't have been able to do that with the truck on because it would have been down here like this. The other thing is the piece that locks it is right here. So if you put your two fingers on the wheel here and you put your thumb on this, you can kind of apply a pull and a push here and just pop this out without ever having to stress the rubber tires. And I don't know about you, but 10 years from now, if I still have this guy, I assume I will, I'd rather the tires not be breaking because I've been pulling on them to try to transform them. So we can take this and we'll put it to the side. So we'll come to Ultra Magnus's trailer here. We take his belt piece here and we unpeg it and fold it on up. Whoops. And you'll see these two slots for those two pegs. Fold that up and away. Next thing to do is to raise the elbows or the shoulders back like that. We'll come to this side piece, pop this down, flip it around, and we can just kind of leave this for now, like so. We'll flip this cap down and peg it on in. And straighten out the arm. And this is a little bit tricky here. You've actually got this catch of plastic here, and you have to kind of push on it in this direction while you push this arm free. But once you get it, it should pop out, and we should be able to fold it all the way up like so, and then rotate the arm down to make a enormous Ultra Magnus arm here. So we forgot to, of course, put these away, so go ahead, fold them out like so, and we got one part of the truck. So again, I'll show you on this side. Fold this down, flip it around, take this top cap, flip it down, go ahead and do the fist down here like that. Come to the back here, a little bit of pressure, flip it all the way around like so, and there we go. So now that we got this, we'll come to this back piece, unpeg all these pieces here, and flip them loose like that. Rotate that on down on both sides. Make sure that, well, actually before we do that, make sure that we take the wheel and flip it out on each side. Now, flip these things on down like so. Once we've got this, we can go ahead and take these and plug them in together. There's two. One a little bit closer to the top, and then one down here by the ankles. And make sure that your ankles are tilted all the way in, otherwise the doors do end up looking a little bit funny on the back here. So once we've got that, we might as well bring this on around and up like so on each of them. Make sure that our missiles are out of the way. And let's do this in a way that we can actually see it. Okay, so we've got this, and we can take these and take the white pieces, push them together. Again, mine don't necessarily hold super well. We got this, and we got the lower pieces down here all pegging together like so, and then the hands will peg into the sides of the trailer, which do a good job holding this all together. Now frankly, there we go, this one actually is holding itself together pretty nice this time. I was gonna say, the gun helps keep this together if you're having trouble. So we can take the top cap pieces here, cap these on off, and just bring the missiles back if that's what you prefer. And the last piece here is to take these red pieces, slide them around until they click. Take this, unfold it, fold it all the way up. And this part is a little bit tricky sometimes. So don't fold it all the way up. You want it like this. And we'll probably have to unplug these, because what you want to do is mess with his knees until you get them situated in such a way that when we fold this piece, it'll actually fit there. So make sure his thighs and stuff are in the right position. This is probably the trickiest part, which is not actually that hard. But basically, we're just kind of straightening out the truck to the front here so that this piece can plug right in to the side like so. And we'll bring it around to the other side here too. And see, something is not straight here because we don't have this straightened out. So what probably has happened is we need to unpeg this kind of adjust his thigh and his knee relation here. Plug this in together again. We'll get the front one if this is right. There we go. So we got that. We'll just go ahead and kind of adjust things on the front here. And then plug everything back in together. So now that we got that, we'll just put this down. Again, plug in the pieces of the trailer here. And then to finish it, all you do is push down this little like button here and get your finger here and kind of on the lip push down and roll it, and that brings down that panel. And you just do that for both sides here, and it locks itself in place. So you can now take Ultra Magnus's trailer, pop it on, and Ultra Magnus is good to go. Again, the transformation looks a little bit complicated. It's pretty straightforward and easy. It's just kind of hard to do on video, so it's a pretty big toy. So definitely recommend this guy. I am enjoying him way more than I did upon my first seeing him. So this is T2RX6. I'll see you guys next week.